Well, summer is coming to a close, but this incoming Colorado Mesa athlete had a wild couple of months, resulting in him competing in the Paris Games with some of the best in the whole world.
Athlete of the Week, sponsored by the law office of Chadwick McGrady.
Incoming Colorado Mesa Maverick swimmer Harry Stacey has been on a multinational journey this summer that ended with quite a reward for his efforts.
Yeah, so I have been living now in Ghana for 3 years. I'm now living here in Grand Junction, but yeah, I was there for 3 years, and I didn't really think of, competing for Ghana at first, but then the opportunity came around. I got myself on the team. I competed for Ghana at the African Games. That was my debut, international debut. So then I had African Championships, and I managed to get a bronze medal in the 100 meters freestyle there. So that was a nice moment for me. First international medal, yeah, really proud moment for me and my family. And that set me up to qualify for the Olympic Games.
So off Stacey went to Paris to compete in the Olympic Games, where CMU Swimming's new international superstar felt right at home, barring one big change.
So I actually speak French. I lived in France for 5 years. So for me, it felt like a bit of a home games. I had gone to Paris before, but I'd never gone during the Olympics. So going around and seeing some of the sights was a special experience. Yeah, 100%.
But according to Stacey, some of the true sights to see at the Games were at the athletes and competitions at the Paris Olympics.
I mean, I would say this, walking on poolside at the Olympics, you're looking around at all the other swimming athletes there, and everyone looks like the Avengers. It's like I'm looking at some of these American athletes, 6'8", 220, 230 pounds. I'm like, whoa, this is insane. I look over to the Canadian team, Josh Liendo, for example. I think he's 6'3", 6'4". Again, I'm just like, wow, all these guys, they just look like crazy athletes, freaks of nature, literally. Another one, Christoph Milak. He's a butterflyer. His arms go past his knees. It's like, yeah, it blows your mind as you look everywhere. For every 10 seconds, you're seeing someone new. And yeah, it's crazy.
The dual citizen of both the United Kingdom and Ghana says he hopes his Olympic experience helps to develop competitive swimming in Africa and inspire others to get involved.
Yeah, I mean, aside from South Africa, where they've got it, pretty well sorted out, and then some of the North African countries as well, Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, just to name a few, Algeria. Yeah, apart from those countries, the rest of us, we're developing. It's taken a bit of time, but we've got extreme amounts of talent there, like insane amount of talent. It just needs to be tapped into. So yeah, give it a couple of years. I'm hoping that I can inspire a couple of people to, take on swimming as a competitive sport for them, and hopefully they can do well in it.
Stacey finished 7th in his heat for the 100 freestyle in Paris, just a little over half a second behind his all-time personal best. And now, Stacey's in Grand Junction after committing to the Maverick Swim and Dive program, which Stacey says was an easy decision after talking to the Mavs coaching staff.
So talking to Coach Mickey and also Coach Andy, both of them, honestly, they convinced me this is the place for me. They showed that they cared, and amongst the thousands of athletes that these guys must come across, on a regular basis, it's hard. I can understand that it would be hard to personalize with people as easily as they do, and they did. They made me feel special, and I'm not going to take that for granted. So yeah, that was enough for me. I want to have a connection with them, and we're going to develop that, I'm sure. So yeah.
Now fully invested in being in Colorado, Stacey will once again need to adapt on the fly in the pool.
I mean, I've never swum yards before, and that's what it is in America, short course yard.
Adapt to the Rocky Mountain altitude.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I've never trained altitude before, not even on a training camp. So definitely a shock to the system. I mean, the aerobic base is going to get built just because of that. 100% it helps. But yeah, tough at first.
And maybe get a little taste of Americana, even if it's not from the first place you may have in mind.
I think the most shocking one, it'll come as a surprise, is Walmart. I walked in there. That place is like, I don't know, it's scary almost how big it is. Like I could spend hours in there just shopping. It's insane. So yeah, that was a big, whoa, this is America kind of moment.
Stacey and the rest of Maverick Swimming will begin their season with an inner squad on the 13th, and then the Intermountain Shootout October 4th and 5th. And if you have a local athlete you would like to see featured on Athlete of the Week, you can find out how to submit that on the article for the story on our website. Elsewhere, the Colorado Rockies fell to the Detroit Tigers 7-4. In Game 3 of the series, won't get any easier for the Rockies, with the Tigers deploying a Cy Young favorite in Tarek Skubal to take on Ryan Feltner for the Rockies. But for now, that'll do it for your look at sports. We'll be right back.